Hello students, you are welcome in trigonometry part 3. In previous classes we have studied about the trigonometric ratios for acute angles as the ratios of the sides of a right angle triangle. So just quick reason about that. Now you consider a right angled triangle PQR, right angled at Q. If we are considering the ratios of trigonometric ratios for this angle theta. For this angle theta, this QR side will be the base because angle is on this QR side, and PQ is perpendicular and PR is hypotenuse. Now if we want to write all trigonometric ratios, then we know the sine theta, the sine we have studied sine theta, it is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So in terms of sides it will be PQ upon PR. Similarly cosine theta, in short we will write it as cos theta base upon hypotenuse. Similarly tangent theta, in short tan theta, but we will pronounce it as tangent theta, don't pronounce it as tan theta. Perpendicular upon base PQ upon QR. Similarly cotangent theta will be written like this but pronounced at cotangent theta, and it is base upon perpendicular. This is reciprocal of tangent theta. Similarly secant theta, it is reciprocal of cos theta and it is hypotenuse upon base, so therefore PR upon QR. Cosecant theta will be written like this, it is reciprocal of sin theta, so hypotenuse upon perpendicular, so PR upon PQ. So to remember, we can write down it is PBP, HHB, and you write down sin theta, below sin write down cosecant, and we will read it as sin theta is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, cosecant theta is hypotenuse upon perpendicular. Similarly B upon H it is cos theta, and H upon B it is secant theta. Similarly P upon B it is tangent theta, you read like this, tangent theta is P upon B and cotangent theta is B upon P. So we can, to remember, we can make this table. Now we have relations between different T ratios. We have studied these ratios, these relations in the previous classes as well. So it is sine square theta plus cos square theta, it is equal to 1, we have studied. So it means sine square theta will be 1 minus cos square theta, and so on in this way. So next relation is secant square theta minus tangent square theta, it is also 1. It may be written like this, secant square theta is 1 plus tangent square theta. Similarly the next relation cosecant square theta minus cotangent square theta, it is also 1, and it may be written like this. So in this, if we take one complete revolution from point P, let these are the axes, x-axis and y-axis, O is origin, and this OP that is revolving. If OP is taken, you take complete revolution. If we start revolving this OP, and if we complete revolve like this and reach its initial position, then it means one complete revolution. So theta is increasing at the multiple of 2 pi, it is 2 pi. Similarly then after second revolution theta will increase by 4 pi. Similarly, so if theta is increasing in the integral multiple of 2 pi, then the sine and cosine functions do not change. It means we can say that if sine 2 pi plus theta, 2 pi means after completing circle, if angle is theta like this, so 2 pi plus theta, then it will be equal to sine theta. Similarly cos 2 pi plus theta will also be cos theta, and in this way other T ratios also. So similarly after second revolution, the angle that will be sine 4 pi plus theta, that will also be sine theta. So if we generalize sine 2 n pi plus theta, that will be equal to sine theta. It means the angle should increase at the integral multiple of 2 pi, where n is any integer. Now if sine theta is 0, so the when angle will be, what will be the angle when sine theta is 0? Now if sine theta is 0, then theta will be equal to either 0 plus minus pi or plus minus 2 pi means it may be plus pi 2 pi, it may be minus 2 pi also. So sine 2 pi will be 0, sine minus 2 pi will be 0. So it means theta should be integral multiple of pi, and it may be written like this, plus minus n pi. It means sine of, we can also write like this, sine of plus minus n pi, that will be equal to 0, where n is any integer. Similarly, cos theta 0. So we have studied the table. Cos theta is 0. The theta, when theta is 90, then cos 90 0 we have studied in the previous classes. So, but the next value of cos theta will be 0 at 3 pi by 2. It may be plus 3 pi by 2 or minus 3 pi by 2. The next value of cos will be 0 when theta is 5 pi by 2. It may be plus or minus. So in this way, if you generalize it, cos will be 0 when theta is plus minus 2n plus 1 into pi by 2, where n is integer. It means it is odd multiples of pi by 2. It is also called odd multiples of pi by 2. So we can write these results in this way. Now the tables, we have studied these tables up to pi by 2 in the previous classes, but now you complete this table up to 2 pi. So sine theta, an angle is 0, pi by 6, pi by 4, pi by 3 and pi by 2 we have studied. 0, it is 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. These are in radians. And the next value, pi, 3 pi by 2 and 2 pi. You have to remember at least these values. Now sine theta, you know up to pi by 2, sine pi 0, sine 3 pi by 2 it will be minus 1, sine 2 pi that will be 0. We have studied in the previous, I believe we have studied right now, that the value of sine at integral multiple of pi, that will be 0. Now value of cos, cos 0 is 1, cos pi by 6 root 3 by 2, pi by 4 1 upon root 2 and so on up to cos pi by 2 is 0. Then cos pi will be minus 1, cos 3 pi by 2 will be 0 and cos 2 pi is 1. And using these two values we can find out tangent theta, because tangent theta is equal to sine theta upon cos theta. So tangent theta, tangent 0 0 and so on. Tangent pi by 2 is not defined, tangent pi is 0, tangent 3 pi by 2 again not defined, tangent 2 pi is 0. Now sign of trigonometric functions in the different quadrants. Now in this, before that you have to study what is positive angle and what is negative angle. We have studied the definition of angle in the previous lecture. If OP is revolving in this direction, means anti-clockwise, then angle is positive. If this OP is revolving anti-clockwise, then angle is positive. If OP is revolving in this direction, then it means this direction is clockwise direction and angle will be negative. So it means if angle is forming like this, then this angle will be negative. You can complete, this is x-axis and y-axis. If revolving like this angle that will be negative. So this is clockwise direction. So it means angle minus 30 degree will be in this direction, and you can increase this line. This is minus 30 degree, plus 30 degree will be in this direction. So you can consider positive and negative angles now. Now in the first quadrant, which T ratios will be positive? In the first quadrant means angle is 0 to 90 degree and it may be slightly greater than 0 or slightly less than 90. Second quadrant angle is 90 to 180. Similarly, third quadrant 180 to 270 and 270 to 360. Fourth quadrant, if angle is negative, that will also be considered in the fourth quadrant. Angle negative, any angle negative will be considered in the fourth quadrant. So in which T ratios will be positive? So you remember all sine, tangent, cos. It means in the first quadrant all T ratios positive. In the second quadrant, sine theta and its reciprocal, that will also be positive. In third quadrant, tangent and its reciprocal will be positive. In fourth quadrant, cos and its reciprocal will be positive. So you can remember all sine, tangent, cos, and their reciprocals will also be positive. So you know the angles we have studied. Now some examples to understand the concept. Now if cos x is minus 3 upon 5 and x lies in the third quadrant, find other t ratios. Now cos x is minus 3 upon 5 and we can find secant x because secant x is reciprocal of cosine x. So secant x is minus 5 upon 3, it's reciprocal. Now using identity, we can solve this question using two methods, one using identity and one using triangle. So we have done the triangle method in 10th class. Now we are using identity. So sine square x plus cos square x is equal to 1. Cos x, we are given, use the value of cos x. Sine square x will be 16 upon 25 after simplification, and sin x will be plus minus 4 upon 5. Now we have to recall, because x lies in the third quadrant, and you have to remember sin x will be positive or negative. There will be one sign, so we have to reject one sign. In the third quadrant, sin x is negative, so that's why rejecting positive sign, because sin x is negative in the third quadrant. So therefore value of sin x will be minus 4 upon 5. And we can write cosecant, it's reciprocal. Tangent theta, tangent x, that can be written using sin x upon cos x. The value will be 4 upon 3. Similarly, cotangent x, it will be reciprocal of tangent x. In this way you can solve these type of questions. Now there are some questions given to you. Try to solve this. Thank you.